Right. We have returned to the Burbank parking lot near Flappers.
It's like a podcast home now.
That's my podcast home because I don't give a shit about this. For my fives of listeners, sorry if that upsets you, but it's true. Anyway, my guest host today is again Richard Older.
Woo!
Because Robert, to the best of my knowledge, is still hiding from life, and I think at this point he's no longer part of the podcast.
He may be
sorry, bro.
Witness protection. Just MIA.
Just gone. And me and Richard spent the first 5 minutes before this breaking out to my practice kendo swords. Not Shinai, they're foam covered, the ones we use for spear carriers. And
it was fun.
It was fun.
It was a good time. It was a good time till I
crotch checked me.
Until I crotch checked you.
No, it was fine. It didn't hurt. I was like, I hit his knee. I'm like, you okay? He's like, fine. Came back.
It was fine.
Crotch check. What's the capital of Thailand? I don't know. Bangkok.
Yeah, it was a nice grazing blow.
Oh man. So my voice a little higher than usual.
Right?
You know where the blame goes.
It's awesome. You don't always get to play with swords of any type.
I have them in the back of my car at any time I can just have an impromptu sword fight, but I gotta find someone who's like, that's cool, as opposed to, what the fuck? You want me to sword fight with you?
You took him out and like, oh, it's on.
Richard has a lightsaber that he's gonna break out. He's actually got Darth Maul lightsabers telling me about.
Yeah, well, you have this Darth Maul one here, and it's awesome. Like, I dig it. I have three. I have a Mace Windu, which is cool because it's got a gold handle, and it's got the purple blade on it, which is awesome. I don't know why I made a hand gesture. It's an audio form.
It's all right, you can't help it.
And then I have a Darth Vader, which you said you previously had.
I did. I don't know where it is. I once had a Darth Vader lightsaber.
Once upon a time.
It's gone, man.
In a galaxy far, far away.
The dark side of the Force.
It's gone.
I wasn't cool enough. I keep the Darth Maul one, but Darth Vader's like, fuck you, man. You can't have it.
Right. You're not cool enough to own me. And I also have a Yoda, which is also cool.
Tiny one.
Yeah, it's a tiny one.
I wasn't getting that because it wasn't much cheaper. I was like, well, again, I got this in San Francisco. I was at UC Hastings. And like, you know, they were at the time, they were 140, and they're now going for like 250 on Amazon. They're the Force FX lightsabers.
Yeah, they're badass. The Night 3 are all Force FX ones. And right, when I got them, they were, I think, 125, I think, at the time. And they're awesome. I dig mine. I wish I could afford more.
1 second. Taking a slight break. So we figured out that buzzing sound that you can't stand is, that's going to be a street sweeper. Because there's a street sweeper inside the parking lot for some reason.
Yeah, they're interfering in our podcast studio. Oh, shit, it stopped.
They don't appreciate our art, man. We put a lot of effort into this. I mean, we discussed what we were going to say for like 30 seconds.
Right.
Honestly, it was a long conversation.
Maybe shorter than that.
Which is the most pre-conversation we've had for one of these podcasts. So I don't understand the lack of respect.
Right? How dare they?
How dare they? We're talking about lightsabers a little bit. There is a lightsaber league that like has a thing at Strategicon.
Yes, I saw that. Like, so it's literally, I mean, it's people dueling with lightsabers, right?
Yeah. And they practice too. They have like practice meetups. But like they've got these like, you know, they sell the handles. You got to buy the blades separately. It's like $150, and you have to wear like a helmet. You got to wear like, you know, certain kind of chest armor.
Yeah,
it's regulated. You know, it's a pain in the ass.
I appreciate their need for safety, but I just think it takes a little bit.
I didn't get to see the swords they were fighting with, but they're pretty sturdy. Theoretically, they could whack you real good. They weren't fighting with FX lightsabers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I assumed the FX lightsaber, like the blade part of it, would hold up.
Pretty durable. I've had battles with them.
I haven't really road tested them.
You haven't? You have
Not
three,
really.
You haven't fought
I got 3 lightsabers that I haven't. So I did. My last roommate When she moved out, a common friend of ours came down to help her move. Her and I dueled a little bit, not real intense, and the blade held up fine. But I'm kind of curious about how much it can really take. But I'm too terrified that I'm going to break it. But I can't replace it. I'm too poor.
Well, some of them have removable blades, so you can replace them pretty cheap. And they have the removable blades for the actual lightsabers they use in competition. Like, you buy the handles separately, you buy blades separately.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you should come out to Strategicon if you can. It's only like, I think it was $30 a day.
It was like $55 for the weekend.
Yeah, and $30 for a day if you go for one.
Which isn't bad.
I often just go for one day because parking is like $25.
So parking's almost as much as it is to go for the day.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're parking in LAX. They have those long-term parking, and hell,
oh, that's right.
You gotta go there early because half the parking lots fill up. Yeah, I've gone to Strategicon, and I never try and park in the hotel, but I've gone to the long-term parking, like one hotel over for the Marriott. That's all full up. One hotel over for the Holiday Inn. That's all full up.
Could try parking lot C at LAX.
It's a bit far.
Oh, is it? Well, because I was thinking I think they may have raised the price. It used to be $13 a day.
No, but I mean, well, I suppose probably a shuttle, I guess, that goes to the hotel. But
you can also just take a lift for $3.
Oh man,
from the parking
Richard,
lot.
You drive for Lyft. You can fucking clean up just shuttling people. To the,
that's probably true.
If you could just go to LAX or Strategicon,
just pick people up
for like 3 hours before you go in. You can earn your.
That is not a bad idea at all. And I'm always up for making money.
I don't know if it'll actually work because people are usually they spend like $130 for the hotel and when they pay, and then they're like super cheap. And they want to eat in the hotel and then go walk on to College Junior.
You know what? I've done that. There was before I moved here, 2 months before I moved to Southern California, there was a screenwriting conference down by LAX. I don't remember what hotel it was at. It wasn't the Marriott, but it was like Wyndham or something like that. And I drove down and I stayed with my cousin in Carlsbad, and so I commuted from Carlsbad to the screenwriting conference at LAX every day, back and forth.
That's a nightmare drive.
It was a nightmare drive.
I hate just driving to Carlsbad from fucking Fullerton.
Yeah. But like when I got there, like I didn't eat I didn't eat there. I walked down the street to the Subway and ate Subway instead. It was just expensive and I'm cheap.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, like the people who are dishing out $250 or $150 a night and staying like 2-3 nights.
Wouldn't you bring money for food?
Well, yeah,
like go through the whole experience.
But like, so it's $25 for overpriced food, But like, and it's not just they go to College Junior, but they bitch at College Junior about like the prices, or like they couldn't get a water, they had to get a soda.
No, but you know what? You have a point. Like if you're spending that much money already, why don't you just enjoy the experience? Buy the overpriced food. Treat yourself a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. But like, it's the inconsistency. It's like I think it's part of it's just the geek culture of Strategicon. Like geeks are like, I want my value.
Strategicon's literally strategic about their food.
They allot their budget, and they got logistics. They allotted so much time to go over to the College Junior.
Right? It takes me 4.5 minutes to walk to Carl's Jr. I can buy 2 burgers for $6. Take me 6 minutes to walk back because I'm walking slower because I'm full.
They calculate that out.
Right.
My encumbrance is up. That's a real old D&D reference. It was a rule that no one ever took into account. It's called encumbrance. How much gold you had. Fucking D&D players. It was like, I got 3,000 gold pieces. Where? I just carry it.
Right.
It's not $3,000 bills. It's pieces of gold.
That's a lot of gold. Like I just put it in my pockets.
It's in my back sack. It's cool. I got 1800 strength. I rolled it. Fuck you.
I was never a big D&D guy, but back when like role-playing games were, sort of at the, probably at their peak or close to it, I actually played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle role-playing game.
Oh, that must have been awesome.
I had the
remember
books
that game.
and stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
It was cool. You were creating your own sort of animal mutants and stuff. It was
never
fun.
played it, but I saw the game. And I was
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, man.
It was very cool. I think I still have some of those books in like a box in my bedroom.
We should play it and YouTube it.
That would be terribly geeky, but awesome at the same time.
Oh man, people would watch the shit out of that.
Right? Old vintage roleplay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my god, I want
We
to
can live stream it and get like 3 people watching it.
Oh man. No, listen, man. Our 5s of listeners would tune in.
Right?
They would watch. We might even get 10s.
Right? They'd be like, they'll start telling people, you gotta watch it. They're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like
No
a
one
video
else is
game?
playing-
No, it's my book.
No one else is live streaming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a role-playing game.
That is true. It'd be our own
We would
piece of the
corner that
market.
very, very tiny niche. We would monopolize it.
Right? We're gonna conquer it. Just take it over. And if someone else tries to get on our turf, we'll go find them.
Oh yeah. We got the swords, man.
Right? We got the swords.
Beat the fuck out of them with our foam covered. We're coming for you, man.
Right? We're gonna come with our ninja swords and attack you for taking over our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
Foam
airtime.
comes off, man. We just take the foam right off, put the foam back on,
the foam
covers
come
up the
off?
blood. I have no idea.
Oh,
I assume it does.
that's probably a bad idea, though.
I'm pretty sure it has to come off. There's gotta be a way. It just slides right off, I think.
I like that you're trying.
Stop our podcast and deconstruct.
That's all right. I'll give him the play-by-play. So Doug has his sword as he's yanking on his onto the
It
rubber.
just got pornographic real quick. Oh man.
I can't help it, man. My brain all automatically goes there. It is gutter ball the majority of the time.
I'm miming bowling actions. Because we're trying to practice using our hands and body for
our
comedian.
audio medium.
We're trying to bring it into our comedy. We're trying to use the space. We discussed this, and we bring what we learned from last podcast.
We discussed filling the space.
Oh man,
I'm sure you can hear that my hands are moving. I'm stretching with the sword.
he's doing exercises.
Right,
Hey,
exercises.
any exercise is good. We just gotta lose a little bit of a.
That's true.
Thank you.
One of the kids that I teach on Fridays told me, like, Mr. Older, looks like you've lost weight. I said, thank you. I don't think so, but that's kind of you to say.
A little bit, man. I don't know.
A little bit. I mean, it's a work in progress. I mean, poverty is a real positive diet.
Fuck yeah, it works.
It works.
So does meth.
So does meth. In fact, like earlier I mentioned, like in the 90s, I had a really bad meth habit. I was only for about a year. And then I actually kicked it on my own. It was rough, but I did. And I haven't weighed that little since. And that was, it was 22 years ago. I weighed like 215, and I haven't been below 245 since. Like when I quit meth, in the first month I put 30 pounds on, and I haven't been lighter than that ever since. Just kind of crazy. You know, day to day.
You got trade, you know.
Yeah.
Which one? Doing criminal activity, losing weight, you know.
Well, I don't think the meth would hurt my diabetes, so I may have to check in the meth diet once again.
I love it. Self-medicating diabetes with meth.
Right.
It's a lifestyle choice. We got life hacks. And then when you get arrested, just call me. I'm right there for you. Call Richard.
That's true.
For
You
your
can be my lawyer.
diabetes life hacks, and then call me when those go wrong.
Yep.
And on that note, this has been the Theater School Rejects, episode 13. So, particularly lucky. You can find me at DougXComedyCom. You can find Richard at...
richardolder.com, or you can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RK